Good morning, Vibe Tribe. Happy Monday. It's been a Monday of Mondays, guys. I'm not gonna beat around that bush. So I hope everyone has done their gratitude over the weekend. How was everyone's weekends? With the launch happening on Thursday. Oh, excuse me. How did everyone do over the weekend? Like, did you get new customers? Did you get lots of new people interested in it? But first off, let's start with our gratitude. What is something that everyone is grateful for that happened in the last 24 to 36 hours of their day? I got stuck with a bunch of drunk, crazy men. So I'm thankful that they all trust me to drive and not do stupid. But that's what I'm very thankful for. Brittany K, what are you grateful for? Oh, I don't know if you're writing in the chat. Pat, what are you grateful for? Elaine? Pictures with your family hung up on the wall. Those are the best. Grateful for 3 orders. Oh, girl, relaxation. What is that?
It was 2. I hit the wrong thing. So maybe I'll get another order today.
Christmas wrapping done. Jeez, y'all can come to my house. Mind you, this year for Christmas, we're only doing stockings because baby is on its way. And with buying a house and everything, it's a little crazy in our lives right now. So this year we're just doing stockings. All right, so let's start with the Vibe Tribe news. So yes, we have the Harley. We have the new launch coming. Credits were launched on the 1st, so I don't know if everyone went ahead and did use them for themselves. I personally use my credits for my customers as well as myself and slightly hoard a couple. Shut up, Sky. We're not having this argument again. For those who were here a couple weeks ago, y'all know that I have 500 plus credits hiding in my cloud office that I never use. I forget about them. It's not my fault. I blame pregnancy brain, but I was like this before pregnancy. So, I don't know if you guys had some time to work with your Canva, which reminds me, I did finally get that recording up so everyone can get out of my inbox, please. I will post it in the team pages here momentarily today. There's a lot of stuff that you can do with credits. Again, Carly, is that how you say? I hope that's how you say your name, girl. I'm sorry. Just Facebook message me and I will forward it to you as well. Okay, because I don't know what team page you're on. I believe Elaine, is she on your team?
Yes.
Okay, I can just send it to Elaine.
Am I unmuted or muted? Wait a minute.
You're not muted.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's on my team.
I can hear you. Muting my phone so I don't throw it across the room today. Yeah, so I will send it to Elaine so you guys can all get access to it. Those that are on Elaine's team, those that are on originally Lisa K. Fuller's downline, it will be posted in the Dream Team page. Those that are on Kayla's team, that is my upline, it will be on our team page. And those that are on Steffi G's page, Sky will post it for you guys as well. Just because it's just 2 weeks late. Sorry. Life gets crazy when you're pregnant. So I'm going to shut up. Miss Autumn, are you ready to share your wisdom and knowledge and your story? Because people need to hear this.
I am in 1 minute.
Okay.
What else? Alarm for 4:30 this morning, and then I fell back asleep and just woke up like 2 minutes ago.
Oh, snap. We've all done it.
Hey, I should probably have a bra on for you guys.
Yep, normally helps. You're good.
Okay, now I have a bra on. Hi, everyone. Good morning.
So guys, those who do not know who Autumn is, she is going to introduce herself and tell you something as incredible as her story. Now, we brought her on because of her story. I want you guys to hear what she did, because what she did, you guys can do as well. Okay.
Yeah.
So Elaine, I'm muting you and I'm going to mute myself.
So good morning, everybody. Hi, my name is Autumn. I have been in this business for almost 2 years now. Little backstory. So I have 3 kiddos. I have a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 6-year-old. I was actually the person that I joined, Ashley. I was actually following her for about a year and a half. And I just saw her posting Thrive, and I was like, you know what? Like, yeah, okay, good for you. Like, you do you, just not isn't for me right now. Well, when you have back-to-back kiddos, because my youngest 2 are only like 12 and a half months apart, you gain weight. And I was just feeling really down on myself. I was just really tired all the time. I hated the way I looked. And I was like, you know what? She was posting something about a mini, and I'm like, you know what? Let's try it. Because the worst thing that's going to happen is it's not going to work, but at least I know that I did something for myself. And I know that I at least tried something, if that makes sense. So I got the mini first day, and I was a day 1 Thriver. I tried it. I drove to work. And when I got to work, I texted her. I'm like, what did you just give me? Like that, like, is this legal? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I felt so much energy. I could do so many things. And it was just like, it was this amazing amount of energy that I never experienced before. Fast forward 3 days, I ended up losing, I think, like 3 or 4 pounds. And I was just like, okay, like, you know what? I need to do this. I can sell this. Like, this is something that works, and I know that I can sell. So I ended up buying a 800 kick from Ashley. And that was also when they were doing double, triple. So she gave me a discount on it. So I was like, sweet. Now, even if I can't sell it, hey, at least I'm getting a deal, right? So I got the kit, and then, I made some sales, and like a week later, no, it was like almost 2 weeks later, it was the day where I could hit VIP for an 800. And I woke up that morning and I texted her, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Like, today's game day. We're going to get this stuff done. We're going to be able to do this. And I got a call around, and I'm sorry if I cry, around 9 a.m. That my little 16-year-old brother had passed away that morning. It was a pulmonary embolism, and it was just random, and there was nothing we could do, and my whole world was just shook. So I texted her, and I'm like, you know what? I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit VIP today. Like, I think I might just need a break and stuff like that. And she's like, oh my God, I totally understand. Like, and her and stuff ended up reaching out, and I was crushed. So what her and Stephanie ended up doing though too, and when you join, you don't know anybody really. They ended up sending me flowers, and there was just something about that it was just like, this is more than just selling products. I'm more than just a promoter, that, I'm more than just a downline. And when they did that, I was just like, that I knew that I needed to belong here. And we get downline and promoters and stuff like that where things happen, and then they just drop off, and you know what, that's okay. And that happens. But I was also sitting there too and thinking, because my 16-year-old brother had autism, and he was the light of everybody's day. He imprinted on every single person that he met. And I knew that the best thing for me to do was continue that for him. And I knew that this business could be a way to do that. And it could be a way to help other people and imprint on them and just do good deeds and help them become their better self. So I messaged Ashley and I'm like, and I explained, and I'm like, you know what, I want to do this. And at that point, I only had probably like 5 days left to hit 4K. And it wasn't anywhere close, but I'm like, you know what, I'm going to do this. And it was when we were doing rank match bonuses. And I did. I reached out to everybody I knew. I reached out to family, and I got it done. And that was, I think it was a day left, I ended up hitting 4K. And it was such an amazing feeling. And it was one of those things where like, I was doing it. I was being able to imprint on others and help others and make others feel happy and incredible, and helping, you know, those moms or those college students be able to get extra money to help with whatever they needed, whether that was groceries, whether that was, you know, being able to pay for college or anything that they needed for their kids, their car payments, etc. And it's just like, that was the most incredible feeling. And the thing with that too, and I know this Zoom is all about mindset, it's like, we have what our dreams and our aspirations are and what we want, you know, from this company. But I genuinely do believe too, that in order to succeed in this company and in order to be able to grow, our mindset also needs to be around helping other people. We need to treat people too that it's about them and how can we help them, because at the end of the day, that's what we do. We help other people. We create and help create these beautiful opportunities and hold their hands so they can do incredible things and help other people and, you know, get what they need and what they've always wanted, even if that's just spending more time with family, because at the end of the day, you know, that's so incredibly important, because you don't know how much time you have left with anybody. So yeah, and then it was steady. And then God, I think it was about 6 months later, I ended up going 12K. And that's been incredible. And now I'm, you know, pushing and stuff like that to go 40K and above. And I love my team, and I love the incredible men and women on my team too. And it's just like being able to hear these stories of how you helped them and how they feel like they can actually be a part of the community and a family now. And yeah, it's just, and then like customers or even people that want to be customers, explaining their hardships and their lives to you and confiding in you and wanting you to help them change that. It's an incredible feeling. So yeah, that's my story. And I'm sorry I'm a hot mess this morning, guys.
Hey, you're good. Don't worry. All right. So during your whole, I'm not done with you, Autumn. During the whole process of getting back on your feet after losing your brother, how did you work on your mindset?
Self-development every single day. And I still do, because, you know, we're not always perfect and always 100% positive in our lives, and things happen regardless of what we can do. And just having that self-development to listen to. My favorite self-development is actually Steve Harvey. I don't know why, I just love him and his voice. He's amazing. But just listening to that, and it's just like, even if you're having just a really bad day, it gives you that glimpse of hope back. And we all need that. And it's just also at the end of the day too, like, as hard as it is, remembering why we do this business and remembering, you know, what we're doing to help others and what we're doing, like, to help ourselves. And that might change too over time, and that's okay. You know, your dreams and aspirations can change all of the time. You just need to remember what it is, and just constantly know that like Rome was not built in a day, and it takes time and it takes grit and it takes determination to do that.
Does anyone have any questions for Autumn before she runs off to do her day? Because you guys ask for these people, like you guys ask for these kind of stories and be realization with it and go from there. Oh. Corey, can you walk 10,000 steps for me? I just saw that message in the chat. Please. You know, grief is something that we don't get to talk about when we're thrivers, because we don't have a lot of thrivers who have gone through grief. And there is a lot of people in the Thrive community who have lost somebody. You just don't hear about it because they keep it personal. But Autumn's story is so unique. You know, please, my doctor keeps yelling at me. You know, Autumn's story is so unique, how she kept fighting for her brother because of her brother. And that is something you guys needed to hear, because I know I get into my inbox, Mel, how do I stay so positive? How do you stay so positive? Well, guys, it's mindset, and I know what I'm pushing for. I know when I walk across that stage as an 80K for 200K millionaire, that I've worked my ass off and earned what I've gotten. Like, that is something that you need to remember, is that you are working for better. You know, when my baby gets here in May, yes, I'm going to say this now before everyone gets in my inbox, I am taking 2 weeks off. Okay? I am taking 2 weeks off to look after my baby and my health. But then I will be back. But I know that that is what I need. Tina has a question for you there, Autumn. What is your biggest tip on getting new promoters, training them, and getting them started right?
Biggest tip on getting promoters is just like, so every single day I do IPAs, or like the 5, everybody calls them something different. So it's like birthdays. I reach out to people. I'm constantly, you know, adding friends. I think that's huge, because over time, everybody sees your things and you need to keep adding new faces into your Facebook and on your feed. But, you know, it's like, if you just keep up with that, and it's definitely don't be spammy, because that never goes well for anybody. But it's just creating these rock solid relationships with new friends on Facebook, and then they'll reach out to you, you know. They'll watch your stories, they'll see all of your posts, and they'll join you, or they'll want to try the 3 steps and like, okay, I like the business concept, but I want to know that the products work. So it's getting them to try the 3 steps. Once they join, I definitely have, what's the app called? There's an app that I use that I can email whoever or message whoever wants later to, that there's like a VIP section. So it's every single day. I give them what to post, and I make them personalize it with a picture of themselves. Every day give them like an IPA to do, because I'm not going to, when a new person joins, I'm not going to like throw, hey, do all these 5 things or do all of these things, because that's going to overwhelm them. They're going to be like, I'm out. I give them one thing to do. So I'm like, you know what, today let's clean up your Facebook a little bit. Tomorrow I'm like, okay, I'm going to have you add 10 friends. You know what I mean? So it's just those baby steps where they get really used to it. And it's constantly holding their hands. If they have any interested customers, they're put in a 3-way with me. You know what I mean? And it's just making sure that our promoters know, like, we are there for them. We are going to hold their hands all through the way. We are going to walk them through everything. And we're not going to let them be able to, like, we're not letting them buy a promoter back. We're like, cool, peace, see ya. Like, we're not doing that. We're making sure that they are set up for success. And that goes a long way.
Now, if you do let them buy a promoter pack and say, peace out, I hope you stop that right now.
Yeah.
And be a human being. first off. Like, be a human being, explain everything, walk your promoters through it, just like you walk your customers. Tina, the app that me and Sky use is Boards, and it does have all of our VIP tasks in it. And Autumn shaking her head yes, that's the same app.
Yes, it is.
Let's see, there's a few other questions in the chat here. 1 second, let me scroll up a little bit. Corey's having trouble getting promoters. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. How do you do it? What do you say to them?
If you're having trouble getting promoters, look to see who your friends are on your newsfeed. Because I had a big slump where it was like 6 months of nothing. Like, I was getting customers but not promoters, and the thing was, I was realizing is like the same people were looking at my stuff, and I wasn't like, I would add a few friends every other day or a few, and I'm like, no, like, I need to stop that. It needs to be every single day. And that once that happens, it completely changes your algorithm, and then you love on them, and you don't spam like heart on every post. Like, you genuinely create relationships and comments on those posts. And then what was the second question?
What do you say to them?
If they're interested in the business or the products and they reach out to me, in all honesty, I just answer their questions. Again, I don't like reach out to them specifically and like, hey, I sell Thrive. You want to feel amazing? Because again, I don't believe in the spamminess. Because I just know, like, I look back to when I was a potential, and I would have ran if somebody was like spamming my inboxes and everything like that. Like, the reason why I joined Ashley, because she was so personable and because she genuinely cared about me. They will reach out to you. You just need to comment on people's things and on their stories too, because then when you're commenting on their stories, then they are getting in your inboxes, and just establishing that relationship, because when they do reach out to you too, you can explain the products and explain the company. And Boards also has all of that information too, where if you're like, I don't want to word vomit, or I don't want to like screw anything up, Boards is going to be where it's at for that.
1,000% there, you guys. All right, I'm gonna keep scrolling up because I see a few more questions. Y'all, this is the most interactive y'all been in a while.
Thank you for loving me.
Right? Engagement does help. How do you use groups to build your business? I can answer that if you can't, but you go ahead first.
So actually, that's one of the reasons why my business boomed so early on, was because before joining Thrive, I was incredibly involved in groups. Yay, COVID. But I was like, I ended up admitting one of the groups, and I knew everybody in it. And the thing with that is, when you utilize groups is huge. Groups is going to help you grow really fast, but people need to be careful, because you can't just pop in a group and comment on 5 posts and be like, okay, that was my, I did my groups for the day. You genuinely need to interact with those posts, and genuinely need to interact with those people in those posts on a constant basis. That way you're going to be able to develop relationships and add them as friends. And then because they feel like they know you so much from those groups, they're going to be able to trust you when you are talking about the products in your stories and on your feed.
Yeah. One thing I do, and Stacy taught it to me like years ago, it's kind of like speed dating. So say if Autumn's in one of my mom to be groups, and she's really quiet in the group, but she starts commenting on a couple of my posts, I'm then going to like reply to her comment and start like a conversation there. And if we can keep building on that conversation, then I'm going to be like, hey girl, I'm going to inbox you, and then message her into her Facebook Messenger, not send a direct friend request and go into her Messenger and continue that conversation and build that relationship with her. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm sending you a friend request. Like, that's spammy, guys. Any other questions? Don't forget, guys, Wednesday is the unmute and talk, so that one will not be recorded this week. Just to let everyone just hang out and talk and get any ideas out or like issues they are having. Any other questions for Autumn? Melinda, do you need to be unmuted? No, okay. You're just fiddling with your phone. I don't think there's, oh. Leaders you look up to and follow, Miss Autumn.
Oh Lord. Definitely Ashley Sy, because she's my upline. I look up to Steph. One that's not on my team is I love following Henning. I love her stories and her aesthetic. And then now I'm going to feel bad that I don't know her last name. I follow Angela too, who's a 200K, and I love like her Instagram reels and her stories. Cause for the most part, it just talks about her life, but Thrive. And like when she posts reels, it's all Thrive related. And I know like her business has boomed hugely because of that too.
Yeah.
So those are like the top 4 that are on my mind right now.
Okay, so when you're talking about reels, how do you go about doing your reels and putting Thrive in them?
So, and I'm just actually doing this recently too, is because before I was under the impression that it's like, okay, it needs to be like my aesthetic, my niche. So I did like funny mom reels. And then I got to the point where I saw all of these people's businesses booming because it was Thrive related. And I'm like, well, why am I not doing that? Like, that is my niche. My niche is Thrive. So I started doing like reels when it incorporates, like, I still do like the funny mom things, but I will incorporate, like, I'll make sure that my DFT is showing, or I'll be like, oh my God, my kids are stressing me out. And I'll like take a chill packet. You know what I mean? So it's just doing stuff like that where it still relates to you, but shows off the products.
All right. Is there anything else you guys want to ask Miss Autumn? Looks like you are off the hook, Autumn.
Yay. Well, thank you, everybody. And I'm sorry for being a hot mess, but you know, if I'm a hot mess and do this business, you can too.
That's it, right? All right, so everybody, thank you for coming. Just one quick more announcement before I forget again, because you know, brain is not attached to head. What's Facebook page? Elaine, I'm very confused by your comment. Autumn. Oh, Autumn, what's your Facebook page? They want to follow you.
Oh, it's Autumn Wheelock. So it's like wheel and lock, but one L. It's on,
on the banner.
Yeah.
We put it on the banner this morning because I remembered to do that. All right. So before I forget again, guys, this January 1st, there will be a month-long Vibe Tribe bingo card of IPA tasks. It is a challenge. Nobody get in my inbox yet. Okay. Y'all get in my inbox way too quick. So the Vibe Tribe leaders are putting together a 31 days tasks to help you guys grow your businesses. It's all stuff that we've covered on Vibe Tribe. I just do my favorite pen. It's all stuff to grow your businesses, to help you, self-development included in there. It's a bit of everything. There will be prizes throughout. And one big tip, if you are not on the Dream Team page, now I know Elaine, some of your team is not, I will send it to you and you can send it to your teams. But keep that in mind, guys. It is coming January 1st. We're hoping to have it done here in the next week. Again, pregnancy brain, you're all lucky I show up Monday, Wednesday, and Friday some weeks. Judge me. I'm a hot mess this week, guys. Like, I've got appointments coming out every which way. So, those that are here live, you can stay and hang out live. Those that are catching the replay, will catch you back on Wednesday. Don't forget, it's talk and unmute.